We could do that, but I wonder if this is something that the people actually want to look at. I mean, they can only properly look at one screen at a time.
Oh, I mean, I would make it as a good. I mean, it would help us for real. I mean, I tried to play the last days excessively, and I have kind of a strategy on how to progress fast, but the game bugs out most of the time. I have like uh, methods to mitigate this, but it would be nice if everybody else would kind of experience it, and then maybe even before we do the sprint planning. I don't know. I mean, at some point we have to play it. Yeah.
I'm all for playtesting. Just I thought because of the content aspect.
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, this is I mean, are you recording this already?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I think like in general, I think too few of us are playing the game
Yeah,
regularly. I
true.
think that's a that could be improved. Um,
Absolutely.
because you have a different view on this game if you play this for 7 hours straight, which is 14 hour, which is like 14 hours with like the crashes and breaks and stuff. So
Oh,
that's
really?
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the sprinter, the focus was mostly not really on the progression in the game, but mostly combat stuff. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of changes to how it was behaving since we started combat. But
Yeah, I think there's like a fine line between playing the game.
I think the biggest in terms of that is the tooltips. But
Yeah, I think like there's a fine line between playing the game not at all or not enough and playing it excessively. And I think Tilo, you have some thoughts on that.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, when you're playing it as a developer, I mean, you're treading down this path which we talked about already, um, and you become an expert. I already uh, told you that while I'm playing the game, I have like this certain um, methods and strategies to play it, but that's not probably the way everybody else is playing it. I mean, there's a story about another game which is called Turok. It's pretty old. It was released in the 90s, and it took the developers 5 years to release it. And by the time they released it, all the developers in this company, they were expert in this game, and they were expert in um, jumping um, from one ledge to another in this game. And there's like one level which is super hard when you're not an expert in jumping, and it's not like you're learning to do the best jumps um, in I think it's level 6 or something in this game. That means that the developers, they could rush through this level in like 10 minutes. And when this game came out, and this was a time before you could update over the internet, um, there were a good amount of people who were stuck in this level forever, so they couldn't progress after level 6 because they were so bad at, I mean, they were not experts in jumping. And so clearly the developers didn't do playtesting with mere mortals. And the game didn't fail. I think it still made a lot of money revenue wise. But well, I played this game and I hated this level. I hated it so much that I'm still uh, uh, yeah, uh, never played it again because I never played it through because I never progressed uh, after level 6. Another game, Prince of Persia, 29. We talked about it a lot um, when we were at the same company working. Um, there's level 3 where you have to beat the skeleton, and the problem with the skeleton is you can't kill it. You have to kind of push it um, down a ledge so that it falls down. Um, and some people didn't know that and never progressed further than level 3. And that I realized when I was talking to people about Prince of Persia because I was a big fan of it, and people despised because of this. So yeah, playtesting is vital to just make sure that not only the developers can play it.
Right.
Good. Then let's jump into the mirror board. We have today our stand-up for our last stand-up for Spin 47. Then we're gonna have a retrospective, and then we're gonna talk about Spin 48 in the product roadmap and what we're gonna do in Spin 48. So, how did Spin 47 end?
Yeah, so just looking at it, this is actually in or there's a press run. So it's basically like a early gore system. So it's severing limbs, head gibbing, and incapacitation. Which as of right now is like a state. They don't actually like fall over. When I did that, they like flipped out because there's a problem with like if you sever the limbs, there's no voxels underneath. Like their physics objects need to actually be cleared, otherwise the this ragdoll just like goes nuts. But this is actually pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's like a really good jumping off point. To like add things like a little bit more variation in like the severing, particle effects, all sorts of things, sounds for like exploding heads, things like that. Yeah, so I think it's super cool. This tooltip.
Can someone
Yep.
share their mirror board? Just for the people
Oh,
watching.
sure.
Thanks. Sorry.
Yeah, and then this tooltip icon navigation is also merged. It's actually very cool. I think Till, I think you're really gonna like it. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super nice. Yeah, yeah, my feeling is also that it's like a something we'll try and talk about and keep moving.
Can you
Mhm.
give us a sneak peek?
Sure. Here, I can. Well, do we want to go through this first, and then
Yeah.
Yep.
and then we can go through like everything that changed.
That sounds great.
Yeah, so and for my part, I also these two things are also in. So the demo status icons are in, and the new assets, which were just a specific class of certain materials that weren't in yet. Yeah, and as Tony mentioned, I just finished up the tooltip icon navigation. There's probably going to be some iterations on it, but I think it's a pretty big step in helping the player understand what's going on in the game and how to progress through various machines. So that's great. And from the rest, I was just working on the UI changes for the desired weapon. So it mostly looks like this. I'll also show it in a bit. But there are still some functionality that's not working yet. So we also want, for example, to have to cancel the swapping if you press the current weapon, and also the ability to just drop the current weapon and don't pick any at all. So those two things are still not in yet. Shouldn't be too complicated, but they are a bit more than simple UI changes, so we'll need some work on that.
Yeah,
good.
And Leon?
I've continued my work on the vending machine for the Pioneers, the Mr. Soylent. I can show off a video or a screen cap really quick. One moment.
Mhm.
In the background, I'm downloading the newest build, so maybe there is some lag. I am apologizing for that. But yeah, here it is. I've made a few tests with other colors and other shades of gray. I've decided to settle with this slightly warmer gray to go hand in hand with the red tune. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this. I'm ready to leave it at that. The idea is that it glows once it is in the game. I don't know if the glowing effect can be reduced once in the game because all the lamps I've seen so far are quite bright, and this might be too bright. So I need to play around with that. Would be nice if there's some sort of emission variable I can play around with when I test this in Unity. But yeah, that's that.
And there is.
Okay, cool. That's amazing. Should have probably asked that before I make all of this. And yeah, with that being done, I will probably look at what the next sprint has to offer. And perhaps if there's time, I start another set of sketches and perhaps a model of the reviving pod or restoration pod.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I hope you like it, and that's all.
Awesome. I like it. That looks nice. Choosing Mr. Soylent.
All right.
Getting your proteins.
Nah, it's barely nutrient.
Yeah, Mr. Soylent. Yeah, Soylent Green is people. Okay, cool. Then, okay, from my side, well, I only did the weapons UI thing a little bit late. I think that's also the reason why Francisco didn't have time to get it done in this sprint. I'm gonna talk about it in the retrospective. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. Here, I can show off some of this stuff then, and I guess Francisco can talk about his.
Sure.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so I don't know how readable it's going to be, but the first big thing is these tooltips you can pin, and they'll sit here, and then you can also click through and basically just keep clicking through and finding where these things are made, what kind of materials it takes, how to actually build it, and you can keep clicking through these, and it's like a huge step forward in like usability. I don't know if this will be like I'm still of the opinion that there is maybe gonna be a little more, but it's a really big step forward in like bringing everything together in a really nice way. Let's see here. What else was there? There was here. Let me move this to the other screen so that I can actually do here. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah, so we got some damage numbers as well, which is really cool. So like if I pick this guy, let's say.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah, we can see it now.
Okay. Yeah, and if I have him shoot Charlotte, we have these little damage numbers. And also we implemented like the skills. So over time these guys will get better and better. Like if I move Daniel over here and have him shoot at this thing, then their accuracy will just like continuously go up. The amount of time to aim, they'll get faster. Just everything they'll like constantly improve. We also worked a little bit on like some precursor like gore stuff. And it's like if I were to come in here and wait for
Did we lose someone?
Like goo disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
For some reason, I hear some kind of jazz music or something in the background. Is this me? No.
Oh, you know what? That's me. Yeah, I have Spotify running like so low. Jazz music. Yeah, that was some saxophone. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goddamn DMCA strike right away here for the live stream.
Yeah. So basically, we added like a basic version of limb severing, which will like incapacitate someone. They'll put them in like an incapacitated state, and it works for arms and legs. And if they get their arm severed, then everything will fall off, and then they should be kind of down. I was talking about earlier. There's like some problems with the ragdoll. So they don't ragdoll yet, but they will. And yeah, and then I can show actually what it looks like when these people get. Yeah. So it didn't happen for this guy, but yeah, so like if you hit their head enough, they'll kind of explode. I guess I should have upped the chances of this happening. Yeah, they'll like completely explode sometimes. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And hopefully, if I click on these guys enough,
He tried to help him.
Somebody's things will fall off. I'm sure of it.
Any day now.
I know. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they
Yeah. So
looting
this
them?
guy, they're picking up their stuff.
So not the limbs, but the stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So like that was like a gib, and that like explodes their whole face. Oh yeah. Yeah, so it's coming along. I it needs particle effects and everything, but it's like a really good step in a direction towards like having actual gore and like nice severing. I think I need to tune it a little more because when I was testing it, I basically had it like every time you hit them, like their legs just fall off and their arms fall off and stuff like that.
Okay. Just it's on a stream now. It doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah, but so that's pretty interesting. Let me see what else there was.
Hamilcar, you're in for a treat in the next sprint. Believe me. Most likely next sprint. We'll see.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess these guys are mostly dead, but if I were to bring them out here, they also have these status icons. So if I kill this guy, eventually, they get these little things above their heads. It's like if they're crit or if they. Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, this guy's arm fell off. I know that. Yeah. So so that thing is like completely severed for him.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's really cool. Yeah, and how often will it happen? I think we'll probably play with it quite a bit. Because like, what are the chances that you're going to be hitting them in the face a lot? Like how much you'll see this, I don't really know. So I think it's going to have to be something that we're like playing around a lot with to make it feel like fun. Yeah. Yeah, and that's I think that's actually everything I have here.
Amazing.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, so I think I'll show the weapon swapping then, which should be pretty quick. I believe last sprint we already showed a bit. It was mostly work on the UI and actually some fixes that from what I remember. Okay. Make sure I'm in the right place. Yep. Yeah, so I think we talked a bit about it before, but pioneers have this assigned weapon and assigned armor. You'll also be able to see the item they're carrying over here, but and so the way it's going to kind of work is we're basically going to tell them what kind of weapon or armor they desire, and they will automatically look for it in a stockpile. So if we go over here, and this will be the slot for the weapon. Right now, there's not really any indication about this, but probably something we're going to change. Yeah, and if you press that, you kind of get all of the options for. This is the weapons that are currently available in the stockpile. So if you go over here, this is the global stockpile view. You can actually see. There's no tooltip for this, but there's 2 shotguns and 2 pulse rifles in the stockpile. And yeah, if we tell them to equip this, he will go over there and pick it up. And if we move him out and then actually change this, and yeah, the weapon should appear over here, which currently doesn't. But if we tell him to then do equip a shotgun, you can actually see the weapon on his back, I guess. Yeah, but now he has equipped a shotgun, and we should be able to see it on his back as well. Yeah, might be a bit hard to see.
Okay.
Uh,
when you holster him,
that's the question that I'm not sure it's gonna fully work right, because this branch was spawned off. You can actually see the aiming circle, like the old one over here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So yeah, there's not gonna be firing or anything in this branch. But yeah, and we probably still kind of have to connect them actually equipping the weapon that we brought along. Yeah, but that will be the next part to make sure everything is lined up correctly. Yeah, and you should be able to see here the global stockpile. Now there's only 1 shotgun and only 2 pulse rifles. Yeah, that's about it. So this UI obviously still needs work. It shouldn't expand so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should also have like an option for no weapon.
Yeah.
And then of course like the icons. Also, I can see that these swap buttons, which I designed, they're too small. I mean, it's pretty hard to hit them. Probably gonna extend them.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, but that's about it for the weapon swapping.
All right. Good. Okay. Just to wrap this up here for Sprint 47, going here to our Peter board and looking at the product pipeline for combat. So floating damage numbers, we have this. This is done. Oops, wrong green. And we can lose limbs now. Having these voxel islands. It's great. And some targets. Target dummy concept art, target dummy voxel object. Yes. However, the thing, I mean, did the barrels explode when you shoot them? No.
They
No, the
exploding. No. That's
yeah, we had that in the sprint like extra test over here. The
was it?
Target hit reactions. Yeah.
Entity-based hit reactions. Got it. Okay. Well, I'll leave it open for now. Okay, don't mind. Okay, good. Then let's do a quick retrospective. Not to bore everybody, but to make sure that we are getting better every time we do this. And who wants to start? Somebody has this already here.
Yeah.
I think this is Till.
I can
You wanna
start.
go ahead? Yep, do that.
Yeah, I mean, I've only one sad thing that was when Tony was on as short break, because we saw this in the burn down chart. There wasn't much movement going on, so we were missing him, and I'm also glad that he's back now. Putting in this incredible amount of work and just doing this limb damage thing overnight. That's pretty impressive. Thank you for that. I'm also I also really like the floating damage numbers and the icons. Such nice little touches that make the game better. There was like a conveyor belt revision. It's probably not documented on the in the sprint, but also made a huge difference because, like I said, that's what I'm seeing on social media and from our fans. They really care about good-looking conveyor belts. So I'm glad we made some improvements there. They appear now to be moving. Um, yeah, I kind of like these truth bombs, what we call, like these small excerpts that we take from these calls and share on social media. I think there's it's a nice way to easily share some of the knowledge that we get, and make it give it to other people, and they take from it whatever they want, but it's a nice format. I'm also happy to report that we're now in the Steam Open World Survival Crafting Fest, which is going to start May 27th. This is like the hottest genre on Steam now, is open world survival crafting,
Yeah.
and I'm happy
Wow.
that we're part of this. So I appealed to Steam's decision not to include us in the first place. I guess I
When
said
is
something
this?
like it's about survival, and right now we're in an open world, and we do a lot of crafting. So I guess they had no choice than to include us.
Okay, when is this?
May 27th. Um,
Okay.
and which I also like because the festival season is about to come at us, and I added a lot of festivals to our schedule. It's not something that we can discuss here on stream because it relates to the release of the demo and so on. But maybe afterwards we can go through these festivals. And there's some really interesting ones where I would like to see us participate. Given or if it's possible that we have a demo up by then. But this one is good, at least that we're at least in there. Um, yeah, I also liked we had a and we cannot also not disclose this, but we had a meeting with a publisher. And what I really liked about this meeting is that we get a lot of reactions from fans and from ourselves. But this were like it was glad to see some interest and kind of hype coming from some professional game veterans about the game. So that felt good as well. So yeah, that's it from me.
Thank you.
I guess I can do next. I only have a couple of tickets. Yeah, so I think highlights definitely a lot more life to combat. Just the floating damage and the hitting stuff, the reactions to it. I think that's really good, and we're gonna keep working on that. So I think we built a good base to continue on that. Yeah, I'm really happy about the tooltip navigation. I still, when I go to it, I still just enjoy cycling around and seeing what each machine can do and figure out like some things that we're likely going to fix in the future in relation to this progression. But it's just great to have that to visualize. Yeah, and really the only thing that made me kind of sad was we did have some stuff added in the middle of the sprint, which kind of made it a bit unbalanced how we were going to approach it as a whole. So I think that made it a bit harder to reach the sprint goal. Yeah, that's the only thing.
Mhm.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Tony, should I go next?
Yeah,
still writing.
yeah. I mean, you've got a lot of stuff, but I actually don't have that much to say about it. Since I was gone for a little bit of it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, it was nice to have some time to kind of relax and. Yeah, that's really it. I think this floating damage. It's it's like meaty sauce. It's like juice a little bit. Yeah, but it's like something that's like cool. It like helps the visuals while also kind of being important to the game, which I think is again like a really a really good place to be is like working on things that are kind of both. Yeah, I also thought that a lot of stuff I was doing was pretty fun. You know, in the end, it's still like just working with arrays of voxels, but just kind of like the potential and like playing around with different things and seeing what ends up working. Yeah, I thought it was really fun and it's definitely going to be very cool. You know, I think that it has a lot of potential. You know, like once we add gore, maybe we add, you know, like little giblets that we spawn, and yeah, I'm really excited for it. I also really like the navigation. I think this is great. I mean, yeah, I feel like it's such a big improvement. Yeah, that's what I feel. Yeah, and I'm probably sad. Yeah, it's kind of hard to come back. You know, like in the basically right at the end of the sprint. There's really not much context, especially for this one, kind of with what was happening. But yeah, but I think it went as well as I don't know. I guess I felt like it could have.
Okay, Leon, if you don't mind, then I'll go next.
Yeah, sure.
So the current sprint, what made me a little bit mad is that it felt somewhat slow. I mean, of course, Tony wasn't here, so but overall, I think we're a little bit too cautious when it comes to piling up stuff on our plate. While the backlog is getting bigger and bigger. So I mean, I see that I'm producing stuff, you know, thinking and tinkering about mechanics in the game, etc., and so on. And there is already a pile of that, you know, all in different categories like sauce and meat. But still, yeah, I'm adding on top of this pile while uh, we're working on some stuff to get this done. And then, I mean, it's getting more and more. So this kind of concerns me. You know, I want to see that you kind of push me and not the other way around. Yeah, super glad to see combat going. Very cool to see suddenly that one pillar of the game to come in and be such a vital part. And you can see it that it was missing in the game. You know? Yeah, of course, also like these hit points flying off. That's like, I love these ideas. You know, I mean, you have you throw them around. You go like, okay, we have to show hit points. Okay, where do we show them? Above their heads. Okay, they didn't let them go away. Then Francisco comes around and says, no, actually, where they get hit, they should show the hit point. And then we go like, okay, what about if they fly off, like in the opposite direction of where they get hit? And then you get even a better understanding of where they get shot from. You know, and how severely shot from what direction. You know, thinking of like one situation where like an enemy's in or one of your pawns is in the crossfire or somebody, yeah, of two people, and you see like they're getting hit from two sides. You can instantly make out where they're getting shot from and actually who's getting the better aim. That's actually amazing. That's cool. Yeah. Ooh, what made me mad? So I told you that I was playing this game a lot, and there's still many bugs in the game. And I think we should kind of introduce some mandatory play test every Tuesday, just before we end the sprint, and also in the middle of the sprint. Something where we go around and then just throw out ideas on how to improve the game. This worries me. This is what keeps me up at night, and I'm not lying. Okay. Um, yeah, worried about throughput. Same thing over there, actually. Backlog is getting bigger. Um, yeah, what else makes me mad? These conveyor belts. You praise them that it's awesome to see them now actually moving, etc., and so on. Yeah, I'm wondering why we didn't do this before. And like in the last Witchcraft Wednesday, we talked about stuff which takes forever, right? For example, like which is sauce, like the fire propagation comes to my mind, yeah, which also took forever. The grass, oh my god, how often did we touch the grass? and then of course also the conveyor belts, right? And why not have this? Why does it take so long for us to come up with the best solution? I don't know. Maybe it's like this. It's the first big project we were working on. Yes, then again, what makes me sad is that I want to continue working on combat, but we have so many stuff to fix, and we have a demo which we want to give to publishers that we might want to focus on this, and we're going to talk about this in the sprint planning just after this. Yeah, that makes me glad. The new recipe tooltip, that's so cool. I mean, also seeing that so many people working on this and chipping in on ideas on how to make this better, and the game feels so much better now. It feels so much playable, because I get lost in the recipes, and I mean, it can't be the thing that I'm looking at my Excel files and my mirror board drawings to figure out how to make actually one of these machines. Now I don't have to. I can just figure this out in the game. And also when it comes to balancing the game, I have so many ideas which I've written down, because yeah, so much stuff is still hard to play, right? So I had my Turok moment kind of thing. Yes, what else? While playing the game, kind of a little bit mad about it. I have to urge you that this game has to feel so solid. I mean, not only when it comes to the code base, when it comes to bugs, etc., and so on, but also how everything behaves, right? So there should be no lags when you're dragging a window. There should be no lags when you're commanding prospectors. There should be no lags when you're switching from menu to menu, which we don't have in this case. But also animations, movements, etc., and so on. They should feel, even if they are over exaggerated, maybe, and even if they are a little bit faster than they would be in real life. For example, like the running of pawns, because they're so small, you're watching them, and in real life, I mean, they're sprinting, right? But I think they have to go faster, for example, because it looks so slow when you when you watch them. And I don't know if this is helpful for the game to feel a little bit more solid. What makes me mad is so you can't play the game without running into a problem in 3 minutes, right? There might be even fatal errors which you discover. For example, one problem is at the moment when you're running out of stockpile space, game might crash. Game might completely be unplayable because the Go planner fritzes out. Shouldn't be the case. Yes, what made me mad? Me and the lack of delivering mockups. Therefore, probably losing the sprint goal, because Francisco wasn't able to finish that one task for the weapon swap. Yeah, and what else? Yeah, I want everything and I want it now. That makes me mad, but this is my problem, not yours. Okay.
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to add in relation to the mockup for the weapon swapping, it's not so much the UI aspect, but it also included some functionality changes or additions, I should say, like the ability to just drop the weapon without swapping with anything else, and also the canceling. Those things do add like a more the functionality aspect and not just the UI aspect, which I think was the biggest surprise in the terms of the load of this task. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Leon.
All right. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say. Most of the things I want to say have been said already. I'm pretty happy that I have been able to gather a few more learnings in the VFX department, and I'm looking forward to work more with these later on. Really nice to see all this RTS and combat stuff sort of evolve, come to be, being worked on. It feels like the game itself is expanding. Same with UI and UX stuff being tackled. I have a soft spot for all of these visual enhancements, and I'm really glad that that's something that is happening. And what makes me a little bit sad, or rather, the better word would be worried, is that we may have reached a bottleneck in which there's so much coding, programming, and all of this kind of work to be done, that there is little place for animations or visuals or models, and I felt like this sprint was a little bit slow, not just only because Tony had his well-deserved vacation, but I feel like I can't give all the input I would love to. And yeah, this is something I'm just a little bit worried about. But that's everything.
Cool. Okay, no worries. We find jobs for you.
All right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So, current state of the game. What do we want to do? Do we want to do a playtesting ourselves, giving it like, okay, how far can we get in 15 minutes or 10 minutes playing it? Is that something we want to do, or do we want to look at the product roadmap and for combat and do this, or look at this here? So I think for combat, I don't know if you're gonna have time for this. So this is some stuff which I collected while playtesting, and it would be nice to see them in the game so that we have like a more consistent, or how do you say that? Uh, well, a well balanced or better balanced demo out there, which we can share.
I'd say we playtest together, so in just in case we find something else we want to add to the list.
That's a good idea. Okay. Everybody else fine for giving combat a break for now for the next 2 weeks?
Yeah, yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I also like given that it's 2 weeks, I'm sure that you guys, like, from playing it, like have an idea of what needs to be done, and within that there's definitely already going to be like enough things to fill it.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And also have a concept which I want to show you. And then depending on how much time we have today, I can do it tomorrow as well. Which is about the pioneer, or the pawn or the agent order, carry order or hall system. We have to find a name for this. Yeah. So where we basically can say to agents, like everyone or some people specifically, schlep that stuff over here, and yeah. Okay, then let's do the following thing. Let's jump into the game, and what is the goal? So we're playing for 10 minutes, so everybody has a version to play. Till you have one, Leona.
Yeah,
Yep.
but for streaming reasons, I won't be able to play it. Because I have to.
Oh, you don't.
No.
You don't have to. Okay, well then you watch me, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, and Leon, you have a build, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay, cool. Then what is the goal? What do you think of these 10 minutes?
Getting as far as possible, I
Far.
guess.
Okay, how do you define far?
Hmm,
It's probably who gets the farthest down the tech tree, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay. So like machine-wise to
Yeah.
build.
I think like
Oof.
maybe a good goal would be to produce so to set up a assembly line consisting of mining, putting these ores into the smelter, from
Sure.
from the smelter to the punch press.
Well, produce something which is not already in the Magpie, I would say.
Right, and from the punch press, you can either put it into the cutter or the lathe, I think. So
Okay.
that would be three machines, and then you have the output would be some kind of wiring, some wire thing, I guess.
Okay. Cool. Then let's see if we can manage this in 50 minutes. I doubt it because the balancing is so off. at the beginning. But let's do this, and then let's see what we can discover.
Yeah,
on the
maybe.
way.
So I actually have written it down somewhere. It's putting ores into the smelter or slash oven, then putting it.
Hold on. Let's have everybody else figure this out, okay?
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, that's the goal. They have to figure it out. There's no cheating. All right.
All right.
Let's say 50 minutes. Is that okay? Can you keep your eyes open for this long, Tony?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I've already
gonna
started. My 15 minutes started.
I'm just gonna share a Tilo screen for reasons of simplicity. Otherwise, this thing will crash here. And then
Sure.
maybe you can
Okay.
then share your screen once the 15 minutes are done. We can look at each assembly line slash factory. That's gonna be fun.
No, cool. Okay, that's 50 minutes from now on. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Okay. Yeah, I think one thing should be that we have like this wind sound effects, which I have already selected, which is in the sound effects folder. That would be nice to have this in the game. I think it adds a lot to the atmosphere. Alrighty, here we go. Just gonna put down a workbench.
Yeah, and please, for performance reasons, don't share your screen yet, other than Tilo, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Thanks.
Alrighty. I guess you have figured it all out, Till, already? How to make the factory work?
Well, that's my go-to recipe, I guess.
Yeah.
Just to have like 3 different machines, and and then afterwards you can transform it into a stockpile, I guess.
Oopsie. Actually, that's bullshit here. Yeah, you come with the. That's another thing. I would like to have the ability to build a blueprint over a pioneer, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is sometimes they are in the way so often.
Did someone start the timer?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So strange stuff happened in my world for some reason. I've told Daniel to work to make a storage silo. Then he started shooting another prospector. After he was confused on what to do,
Okay.
he wasn't able to decide after a couple of orders. So I just started blasting, and the game froze.
So I started blasting. Yeah, I have like bugs running up here, like hundreds. Some entity does not exist, whatever thing ever. Yes, Q.
I feel like the biggest stopper at this point is the pioneers sometimes being unable to decide what to do.
Yeah, that's a Go planner issue. Yeah, most likely you either have your stockpile does not have enough space, or you have a queue, or you have an item in your queue in your workbench which is not fulfillable, and then it gets kind of shared in between.
Hmm.
Also, avoiding mining in particular helps because and often there's some confusion in doing that. But
Can
mostly,
I
it's
tell?
just, yeah.
Can I tell a prospector to manually put like copper ores into an oven?
The pioneers tell them to put it in an oven.
Yeah.
Not-
So okay.
Not currently.
Yeah. So my game kind of fritzed out while making a steel pole. Oh, a steel ingot. Steel pole makes no sense. Just realized. Okay. Iron ingot.
I would always go for what's it called, the brownish
Iron.
copper.
Copper?
Always go
Brownish.
for copper.
The brownish stuff.
It's because there's some confusion still about steel and iron and how.
Yeah,
this-
this is there shouldn't be actually, because it's I mean, it's fixed in a mirror, but the recipes in the game do not
Mhm.
reflect it. Yeah. Getting there.
Mm.
Oops. Okay, we're making iron ingot.
I mean,
I
there's
mean,
a whole lot of standing and just watching one of
Yeah.
one of their coworkers do all the heavy lifting.
Yes, true. I mean, we could also do
That's pretty realistic.
I don't know what you're talking about.
no, we can have them do some stuff. We can make them make a factory floor, basically. At least one guy. Progress is in construction. I think I need. How much do I need for? I also have to do steel ingot. I want to do a punch press. What do we need for a punch press? Where's the punch press? Here, the punch press. Copper ingot, stone, and steel ingot. Ah, stone I could do. To find stones. So, excursion party. Let's go finding stones. Actually, let's make daytime. There's so much lucrum.
Yep.
We have everything here. Winter time. Well, it would be cool, by the way. I found a seed just recently, which was really cool. It had like everything, and it would be nice to show this somewhere. I don't know, maybe in the pause menu or something, so that I could write it down, so I can revisit that place.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like a lucrum reposit underwater. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. But somehow I can't find stone. Stone is pretty rare. I mean, lucrum is.
It should be the other way around, right?
Yeah. You should really look for lucrum.
Oh, I have some issue. I alt-tabbed for a second.
I told the prospector to deconstruct a conveyor belt, but the deconstruct order kind of failed. It just registered the click and they started shooting it.
Yeah, they're probably yeah, you have them selected too. That's another issue. So you either have like the construct menu or the order menu, or a pioneer selected, but not both.
Yeah, I think all of my prospectors are currently cooked, unable to decide what to do.
Yeah, I have a really hard time finding rocks.
I mean,
So there are no rocks on this map.
to be fair, they're under a lot of pressure. It's a distant planet. They just landed. You know.
Yeah,
we
worst
should cut them
spot
some slack.
ever.
Gosh.
Worst spot. Oh, there's rocks. There's a little bit rock deposit. It's like the only rock deposit. It's ridiculous. It's so much. Okay, let's get this one here then.
Gosh, I thought there was more stuff in the stockpile. What can you even do? What can you build?
Interesting that you
Yeah, I remember there once being an extra stockpile you could use and build instantly. Now you gotta do that.
Yeah, you have to make the
Yeah.
stockpile in the workbench.
Or
Right.
Right.
use the original one, I guess.
We have rocks coming. Okay. And yeah, or you delete a stockpile in the magpie and then
Mm-hmm.
use that one. That's also an option.
Uh,
Steel plate, steel
Oh.
poles. Oh yeah, steel poles. So we're making steel poles now. And then do we have enough? I can't read that. Okay. Steel poles. Yeah, we need 75. Oh, Michael, what are you doing?
50 of these.
All right, Ethan, what's going on? Do we have steel ingot? We have steel ingot, right? Steel ingot, yeah. Yeah. Kind of fritzes out here. I need a go platter. Mm-hmm.
So, okay, for a moment, yeah, I got a pause button and menu button a little bit mixed up, and I thought my game froze.
Oh yeah.
That work now? No. Yeah, I can't make steel poles somehow. I would love to, but I can't.
Hmm.
2 minutes.
What's
by the way.
what's the problem with it?
Nobody's taking care of it somehow. So I have people standing around.
So in your workbench.
Yeah, I have people standing around. So sometimes they try, and then they're kind of stuck with it. It's the Go thing not working.
Can you read their agent log?
Yeah, okay. Go back action move to go back action started, and then basically that's it.
What do they start?
Crafting steel pipes.
Mm.
But so from steel ingots and steel poles. Sorry, steel poles. Is that a thing, by the way? Still steel poles? I think it's not even in the recipe anymore. Or is it? I don't know. Can't remember. No, I think we have pipes and ingot. That's it then. I think there's no poles anymore. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's trying to craft it. Maybe if I'm deleting this thing here and then try again.
So I give up. The game crashed on me 3 times in the past 5 minutes.
What were you doing?
Starting the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I've tried to continue a save, and that broke the game.
Oops.
Then
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, I think
this chaos.
I
This
think
chaos of the pioneers not being able to decide on what they want to do, and at some point the game just freezes. And that's actually the main issue. just telling these guys to do something and then they can't decide and the game just breaks in on itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Somehow, I think they even did the polls. Maybe I. Or did they? I don't know. Okay. I deleted the workbench and made it again, and now it works. Now they're doing stuff. Yep. I just want to have a second stockpile as a goal. 7 seconds. I'm not gonna make it. Or am I? No. So that's it. 15 minutes over. Okay. How far did you
So
progress?
where did you end up,
No.
Tito?
So I have a iron ingot production going. 224 iron ingots.
Okay, fair enough.
I made some steel poles. About 40 I have now. And I mined some rocks, which were really hard to find. Yeah, but that's where I'm. And also, I have some. I have a plate for a factory put down, but no bolts. Yeah, that was actually hard. With all the errors.
Does anyone else want to share their compound?
I can't.
I sent a screenshot, but I
Okay.
had some issues with constructing conveyor belts and then deconstructing them, and they got very stuck with deconstructing.
Hmm.
And at the same time, I was trying to build the cutter to actually do something with this, with all of the copper ingots. But
Nice.
Oh, well, that looks amazing. I think Francisco is a winner, right? I mean, he
Definitely.
has some production going on here.
My playthrough never looked like this.
Yeah. Also, I mean, you took advantage of the magpie, the stockpiles of magpie, to put stuff into this. Yeah. That looks cool. All right.
Wow. Just
Yeah.
what about you, Tony?
Yeah. So I mostly so I made the ingots, right, and then I was like trying to figure out what to do next without using like the debug features, right? Like the drill debug stuff. And I have to use a workbench, but I started like just testing. I sent some people out to kill some ETOC. I had some agents that were
okay,
upping their shooting just to do some testing on it. It's still running, so I have like a conveyor belt, some iron ingots, and some talented sharpshooters.
yeah, and some dead ETAC.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Cool. Alrighty. Then back to the Peter board. Anything which we want to add to here? What was it? What we discovered here? Oh yeah, putting blueprints over people. I think I have this somewhere.
Yeah.
Recipes as they are in mirror described. Yeah, the recipes as they are in mirror described. Because I think they are more complicated than they should be at the moment in the game, but we'll figure this out. Yeah, that was yesterday. Okay, let's go through it one by one, maybe. Yeah. Start on the left.
All right.
Yeah. What do we want to do? You want to do a scrum sprint or do we want to do a Kanban sprint for this?
I would stick with Scrum still.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, that's definitely my preference.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Then yeah, quick fix main menu fonts. This is pretty old. I know this is there isn't this that it's like the first impression which we get from the game. Okay. It would be nice. And I would change it myself actually. Here that we have like this one feature which we have here, like this thing here. I have where it kind of zooms out when you hover over it. We have this. This is it's also different than here, right? Well, here it moves the whole height also and top position. You don't have it here. It's anyway. I'm not really fond of this effect, so I would actually not have like this. How do you call it in this OS X dock effect? So they shouldn't move out. Then I would say we could make the text a little bit smaller so that it does not look out of proportions. And yeah, diorama, dev room, model view, recording room. Yeah, maybe you can hide these for now as we don't need them for other people to look at. And yes, would be nice to have like a random seed number in here automatically so that I don't have to enter something. This is okay, I guess. Yeah, basically that's it for now. Yeah, really simple stuff like these three things. Having like this resizing effect gone, the font size a little bit smaller, and these things here removed for now. I mean, we can still access them through Unity if we need. And then here in this seed part would be nice to have like a random seed already written down. I mean, it's a random seed, but maybe we can select a random seed in here, not when we start a new world and this is empty. Yeah. Questions to that?
No.
Okay, cool. Somebody's writing already. Go planning bug. Yeah, this thing. This that's. Let me just color this here so that we talked about it. Okay. Go planning bug is. I mean, you all had it while we playtesting it now, right? That they were kind of, I don't know, trying to do a task, then failed in doing the task, and then right away after that, somebody else picked it up, and then everybody what they were doing kind of stops working. Yeah. How do we tackle this? How do we fix this?
Well, we just have to debug what's going on with a specific action that's failing, and also they shouldn't be like they start something that apparently can never be completed.
Yeah.
Which is also wrong because we have like two steps, which is checking the plan and checking the action, and just generally they shouldn't start. Well, actually, the issue should be in the action. They are starting it and they fail it immediately.
Yeah, and I think they even plan a path and stuff, so you can see that the frame rate goes down, CPU load goes up. So there's a lot of stuff happening before they decide, oh, it's not working, and then fail, and then give it up to the next one, and they do the same thing, you know, and you have like this huge wasted CPU time. Maybe it makes sense to have like, I mean, for some reason something fails, right? Can we say that it might fail for a specific agent? Yeah, I mean, it still makes sense for everybody to try, right? But if they tried, or do we say, well, if it fails for one, they should stop? How do we do this? What is the?
But
Francisco.
When should we try it again? When something fails, when should they try it again?
When a condition changed, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, but there could also be a lot of reasons why one agent fails to do something.
Mhm.
Like yeah, I think what we need is like a pre-processing step, just like we have for the constructing, for some of these things. So again, just they shouldn't even plan on it. Basically, it shouldn't be when it fails. It should be that when it can be worked on, it goes into the planner. But until then, it's like, not even something that they're trying to figure out how to do it.
Right. Mhm. Okay, so we have an idea how to fix this.
Yeah.
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 So, so.
Yeah. But I also think it's like it can be like a variety of things. Like, it's not just going to be one planning bug. It's going to be, like this issue with the workbench, with them planning on that, and that'll be a specific thing. And then, like the construction deconstruction, that hopefully is like one kind of linked idea with a lot of things. But it potentially might just be with constructing, deconstructing, and then, hauling something else.
Yeah. Okay. Then wind sound effects. We have that one sound effects. If you go to the Google Drive in 02 2002, and then ambient wind. Yeah, that one. I'm gonna share this also in devs only. Yeah, that would be cool if that would be going in loop. It's loopable. Yeah. Yeah. And
Yep.
not too loud, of course. Yeah. So, I mean, find a balance in it and we'll listen to it. Okay. Then something which I discovered is that the landing sound cuts off in the last 3 seconds. We have like the magpie coming down, and that sound piece is basically 3 seconds longer. But it as soon as the magpie has landed and the animation stops, also the sound goes. But that sound should still go, because it's like the magpie resting, and then you have like these different things going on, and give you like a feeling of, okay, well, this thing, the door opens, and people get ready to exit the vehicle. So yeah, should be 3 seconds longer. Can you look into this?
Yeah, it should be super easy.
Yeah. Context
Yeah.
menu move does not work. Yeah, and also the haul orders from the context menu, they do not work. So the context menu move does not work specifically for a pawn. They just ignore it. It's like you just click the context menu away, and this haul order thing is not working for everyone, but also not for the specific pawn you have selected to haul something. They just don't do it. What I expect is they drop whatever they're doing at the moment and actually pick this thing up, right? Unless I have pressed shift and then it just gets added to their queue. Yeah.
So this is the whole context order.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it does not work. Exactly. Yeah. Or the global one as well does also not work. Yeah. So when I go into the order menu on the bottom and then say haul this, nobody cares. Yeah. Okay. Exit indicators in blueprints. That's this stuff here, this GIF. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But basically not yeah, I mean, it's not with this tile up here, but just this tile here. So this thing starts in the middle, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and moves over here, so that you get an idea. And also, this story should encompass the this conveyor belt arrow, which we have. Get rid of this one. You know, remember this one? So when you're building a conveyor belt, then you have like these arrows, and I think they were only visible in the blueprint mode at some point, and now they're visible all the time. We don't need them. I mean, we have enough clues to understand where the conveyor belts are going. Yeah. Questions to this?
No, no.
Okay.
Tilo, can you share your mirror board again, please?
Oh, of course. What I'm sharing, by the way. Oh, I'm sharing your game.
So just real quick though, like just before we get through a lot of these, like looking at them, are we just going through them right now just to go through them?
Just going through them, no priority.
Yeah, but what I mean is like most of these probably have no possible way of like we'll never work on these in these 2 weeks. You know, some of these.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then maybe we don't have to go in that much detail through them, but just getting understanding what is what, and then making a educated decision on what is the priority. Make sense?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Another thing about this exit indicator that also means that we're going to have some machines which are going to have a chute. At the moment, it's only the mine, the drill, which has a chute. But I think we're going to change this to, for example, like all the machines which has like only one tile occupying one tile, because then you have like not this mess of the cranes. Yeah. No steps below floors. Yeah, so if you build a floor and then build a conveyor belt on top of it, it would be beneficial if there would be no struts then below this floor, right? It should be a super easy thing to check when you placing struts if there's a floor in between. Yeah. Same destruction on big heads. That's actually part of the combat story. So I don't know if this is the next one, I guess. Blood and Gore would be actually the next one. Yeah. So basically, would be having like whatever. I mean, all the stuff which Tony did to this one pawn in to their head. You should have like the same destruction on the big bodies visible in the Pioneer detail view. Yes, all the cool animations Leon did, putting them into the game, and maybe even the new animation for the conveyor belt. What is?
About the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
I'd agree. I like this a lot more, but I feel like they might be more complicated, especially with all these variants.
You mean like corners or what,
sure.
or what for
The
variants?
cornerstones, the crossings,
Junctions, yeah, the crossings, yeah.
all of that, I would need to rework all of them. And the whole way they're going to be animated would need to demand a lot of testing that might be a little bit too hard on the frame rate. So I can try. I would love to invest some time in exploring this in Unity and to try to find a way.
Mhm.
But I can't guarantee that's going to work perfectly.
Sure. All right.
It's not something I can just extract from Blender and add into Unity.
Sure. Okay. Then pulse rifle sound effects. So at the moment we have like some stock audio or something for the shooting. Yeah, it would be nice to have like the real deal. That is also in the same folder, I think. Is it? at some point we had it. Okay, we'll have to find it. Yeah. Yes. Then physics bug. Yeah, that thing where people drop down and then somebody's moving the whole thing here. Whoa! Somebody's moving the entire mirror board. Leon, you. Thank you.
My bad. I just wanted to copy a sticky note.
Okay, then
Very
the physics
sticky.
bug. So it would be nice if when pioneers fall flat, right, they come to a rest at some point and not flying around like a helicopter. When context menu while pioneer selected. At some points, it's still a little bit fuzzy when context menu is available and when not. Yeah, I think that story is two things. One thing is finding out when exactly, and then also fixing it in the game. Idle animations for is it idle animations? Animations into the game? Idle animations. Idle animations for pioneers. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Bringing them in the game and making them bringing them in the game. Actually, no. This is the one here. Idle action, sitting, looking around, laying, smoking, walking around. This is like this thing. What is this here? Idle animations. Probably the same thing as this here. Animations into the game.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. Okay. Off you go. Then we have proper maximize buttons in modals. Yes. What is that? So in the game, that sounds a little bit petty, but it's important to me. Just share. Look at my stream. All right. Good. So we have like this maximize button here, right? And so we have like this thing in the middle, and that's actually the thing which should be pressed. I mean, there's like defined two states in the mockup, the PSD file, in the Google Drive folder. And when you press it, that thing should go like it should kind of go inside. At the moment when you press it, it just gets like this border. That's not how it should work. So if you press it, that thing in the middle should go down, right? And also this thing gets inverted so that it looks like it kind of sticks out when you press the X. There's also a mockup in the PSD file. At the moment, it just gets also this this border around it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Then new queue menu. Yes, with the categories. Maybe we write this down. New queue menu with categories. Yes, that would be helpful. At the moment, I think it's somewhat sorted now, which it wasn't before. But it would be nice to have like the categories thing. Yeah. There's some description on the mirror board about it. World size. Yes, we haven't had this discussion, but whatever the discussion is, then actually to implement it. Meaning, also if you have like any pros and cons for an unlimited world and a kind of limited world, then yeah, please write this down here on the mirror board up here, where we made this comparison for game world sizes. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Probably not so important for the demo. Tutorial quests. Conveyor belt animations. Okay, we already have one for this with animations into the game. Restoration tube, or actually, maybe it's helpful to have like two different here. CB animations. Okay, let's split it. Restoration tube. Restoration tube. Yes, this thing where people get stuck into when they're losing a limb but still alive. Right click in order menu, you should close it. Right click in order menu. Yes, problem here is so you're selecting something in the order menu, for example, like hauling or mining or chopping. To get out of this function, you have to press escape. You can't just right click somewhere and then it's gone. Yeah, so this should be kind of a quality of life thing. Also fairly easy to implement. Yeah, pawns sometimes float instead of walk. I mean, not floating in the air, but like they're not moving their limbs. And I'm wondering why this is. Why the animation stops.
Yeah, I think this is like some of the transitions, either to the interaction position, or I think there are other cases like when they equip their weapon. I think, and they like you draft them and you move them immediately. There's like a period of time they float as well. So I think there's just some instances where either animation is missing, such as the case for interactions, or there's like a gap in the transition itself.
Right. Okay. So this is fixable, right? It's not like something which is completely unclear where it comes from.
Yeah, I think so. I think these are the most common cases. So for drafting, maybe they cannot move until it's like an instant, like a short period of time where they are drafting. But and for the interactions, I think they just need to have an animation for it.
Okay. Placing blueprints over pawn should be possible. We talked about this. Readable workbench queue. Readable workbench queue. Yes. At the moment, same goes for the inventory. I think we should do the same thing as with all text in the world, like the names of the pawns. Just have like this like outline around it. Should make it 10 times more readable. Should be also fairly easy. Conveyor belt animations in Unity. Okay, left 3 times now. Okay. Recipes as they are in mirror described. Absolutely. Yeah. Good. Anything else? We have the next one would be blood and gore from the combat story, and also the this one thing here where the targeted reaction thing. What is this here? Is this one in vending machine? Okay, we got this. To reload mirror. You still there, Tony? Or did you fall asleep?
No, I'm just looking, just watching.
For everybody, it's I think 3 o'clock at Tony or 3:30 or something.
Yeah, it's 3:30.
3:30. Okay, targeted reaction. Yes. Okay, let's take some emojis.
Well, so is there anything else from these play tests that are going on there?
Which are game breaking? You mean?
Yeah. Because I definitely feel like there was a lot more issues than we have here, right? Like you know, like I don't know if Leon's problems of like the crashes or anything like that are represented here, or really anybody, you know, or like some more, right? This goat planning bug. That's
yeah, that's encompasses a lot, I guess.
Yeah. We have like
a lot of different stuff.
Oh, there's also while playing. I mean, there were like what do you call it? Asset missing or something errors coming up, and basically they are fatal errors, right? So they will make the game crash. For in Unity, it kind of slows them down because of the error handling. But this is also something which we have to tackle. So something like 0 errors for 15 minutes or something, you know. So it kind of yeah, stands the test of time. Basically, yeah. Okay, I would suggest, and I mean, these can be probably ironed out while just playing the game yourself for, I don't know, 50 minutes, just as we did, and then you will eventually run into one of these, and then you can fix them. There's I think there's not much I can do to help you with. Yeah, when it comes to these.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
And what about the bugs that we have documented on Discord? Is there like a pipeline to tackle them?
Yes. Yeah, like the grass is growing back. Magpie looks weird after loading save files. Uh, that's the same. That's the same. That's the same. Game breaks after loading this save file. Disappearing prospectus. I have this too after loading a file. You see this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Confusing prospective view. Yes. So what I suggest is for the stuff which we have identified here, like this is like game breaking for what you have like seen recently, yeah. And I would like to do the following thing. So we order them now in terms of, well, this is most confusing, yeah, for somebody who has never played a game, yeah. And then also what would give us uh, the most sauce, right? With less effort. For example, like wind sound effects. That's like I think a 15-minute thing, and then we have to think forever. Or this landing sound cut thing. This is like a 5-minute thing. Yeah. So there's some little saucy things which help a lot to make the game more appealing, and then do not take so much time. Yeah, and then there are other saucy things like this conveyor belt thing, conveyor belt animation, where I would say probably takes a little bit longer. Yeah. On the other hand, like you have the animations for the machines. Well, they are more interesting to get into the game. Okay. But if you can't play the game, that's a bigger problem. Okay. So, um, so this said, I would like that we going in, yeah, do the following thing. So decide for yourself: is this sauce, is this meat, with emoji, and then also with like an animal emoji of your choice. What do you think has the biggest priority? And you have like let's say 10 animal emojis. Well, 10. Everybody has 10 animal emojis, and then we should find a winner. Okay, and then we sort it with that priority. Okay. 5 minutes.
Yeah, while we're at it, I want to give a shout out to AJ from the YouTube chat. He has not only give us some great inspirational quotes, but also actually super valuable feedback. So I encourage you all to look into the YouTube chat once it's done or now. There's actually some concrete advice that could be helpful.
Mm-hmm. Who is the shrimp?
I just mark those as little shrimpy tasks.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
like that.
We should make it into another term.
Well, shrimpy. I mean, we're right in the cooking verse with that.
I'm getting hungry now.
Yeah,
It's lunchtime approaching fast.
yeah. I forgot how many. 3. Yeah, this one here. 4, 5. 6. Eight. Nine. Well, I'm almost done.
I'm having some trouble actually because the few tasks that I actually can do seem to be of low priority. But what else am I supposed to do then?
No worries, no worries. We figured it out. Yeah, 10. Okay, I'm done with. And you have like, yeah, exactly 2 minutes left. Readable workbench queue is absolutely meat, guys. Yeah. 50 seconds. So I'm reading.
I think I'm done.
Awesome. 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think I'm done as well.
All right. Good. Done. Okay, I see. Go planning bug. That's like the highest priority. Let's put it up here and then down. Then what's the next one? This says
I see the animations.
anything
I have a
more
lot of
than
people.
that's 3. Yeah, that's 4 people. Do we have something with 3?
Tutorial quests? No, this is
That's
2
with
people.
2.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Oh, this as well.
This is 3.
Fatal
Oops.
errors.
The tutorial quests.
That's 2 people.
Oh, okay, yeah. My bad.
2
Physics
animals.
bug. Physics bug. Mm.
I was
And
just seeing the chicken leg and instinctively thought it was an animal.
oh,
It's-
Tony has like
yeah,
Tony has like
yeah.
a star and a whale. So.
I don't know. Does this count? There's shrimp and 2 animals.
Well, the shrimp is
No.
kind of the
Okay.
tipping the hair on the scale. Well, how do you say this in English? Actually, physics bug's getting over here. Okay, then ones with 2. That's 2. That's 2.
Tutorial quests.
Yeah, tutorial is 2. Hall context is 2. That's 2 shrimps. Okay, we're down to 1 now. What people? That's 2 here. Context menu. Okay. And then the ones targeted. Pulse rifle and main menu. Nobody thinks that is important. I do. Actually, this one gets a star too here. Okay. Yeah, readable workbench queue. I think it's pretty shrimpy too. Oops. Yep. Okay. So let's discussion.
So I guess pick from the top to the bottom.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, so
Well-
highest priority. So let's say the stuff. So these ones here are set, right? So highest priority go planning thing. This is we do this. Okay. Animations into the game. We want to have this. We're going to do this. Placing movements over pawn should be possible. Yeah, that should be easy. We do this. Random fatal errors, bug free, 15 minutes. Maybe we do this before we do animations, because this is like I don't know. This pretty embarrassing when this happens. The animations, no animations in the game, not so much.
Mhm.
Agreed? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, and I think we have like the biggest problems already tackled. Physics bug. Yeah. I mean, Tony, do you have a? I mean, is this like an easy thing?
No.
Huh?
No.
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 No, it won't be.
I think anything called physics bug is not going to be so.
Can we make it easy?
I
Like
don't know.
going like okay, well,
so.
going like okay, well, that like the physics have like a time to live, you know. So guy dies, he falls over, and then let's say for 10 seconds he can have physics, and after that, no physics anymore, and he's just laying there.
It wouldn't fix it though, because he'd like fly off, and then if you turn his physics off, he'll just duck somewhere.
Yeah.
Like the only way to
tree.
fix it is to make like, you know, something that finds overlaps in voxels and finds like where these things get stuck and solves them.
Okay. But maybe that's maybe too big then.
Yeah, I think after this 4 we can only pick like shrimp.
Only shrimps? Okay, now let's do the wind sound effects shrimp. Should be fairly easy. Okay, placing boots over pawn should be possible. What is else shrimpy?
Landing sound.
Landing sound is easy. Yeah.
Pulse rifle.
Pulse rifle sound.
And the readable workbench queue.
Yeah, that's also shrimpy. Is there some shrimp left here? No. Okay.
It's like
Recipes I'll say.
It's like a nice shrimp cocktail.
Shrimp cocktail. I would like to do this recipes as they are mirrorboard described, because this is like, in my opinion, also super important. And this can also go in parallel with you guys, because I can do that. Correct.
Yeah.
And this thing here, maybe I can do this as well. This can also go in parallel. That should be also shrimp. Yeah, let's do it over here. The shrimps are orange.
Yeah.
Okay. And these will leave up here, I guess, for further examination at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my opinion is as well, like beyond the bugs, probably the hardest thing will be actually playing the game.
Mhm.
Like figuring out what to do. That was my experience just then. Because like even I, who knows like every system in the game, and like was involved writing them. Yeah, like going to actually play and build and like figure out what I'm supposed to be doing next. Like with these recipes, with the tech tree, it was like I was like, I don't actually know how to like play this without cheating to like build my factory, and like what are the next steps, and that's basically where I got stuck right away. It's like is trying to figure out like, okay, I need like a cutter or something,
Mhm.
but where am I getting these parts from? What do I need for a cutter? What do I need for all these things? Because normally I just do like the Control Shift F and put a cutter down and
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is all the. I mean, some stuff is already better in what the mirror board offers. Yeah.
Mm.
It just has to be in the game, and then we can look at it again. It's far from perfect, I assume. And then we have to balance it again, and then we make the tutorial. Yeah. For now, for other people testing our game, I would suggest that I just make a video and give them that along, and just introduce the three pillars of the game, and then they can test it by themselves and they can play the same thing again, or maybe we can show a little screen or something where we go like, okay, well, this is a tutorial. The tutorial is actually just one event which we push into the game, and describe everything.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not do this? Okay, let's do this. Tutorial event, yeah, or the demo tutorial event. Basically, not saying that it's be in the
one of them.
Yeah. So, okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Good idea.
Yeah, I also brought the stuff from Sprint 47 that still is working on. But I will actually make a pull request for this stuff as it is.
Yeah.
Because this is actually just like new functionality. Yeah, okay.
Okay, good. And for this sprint, can we do, whenever we have done one of these here, like having playtesting the shit out of it and see if we come up with other fatal errors. Yeah, they have to be gone after the sprint. There should be no fatal errors anymore. Because it's dragging down performance or even crashes the game if it's a build. Should not be happening. Yeah. And this should also be fixed. Yeah, of course, the scope planning thing. So this should be rock solid now. That they yeah, do not get stuck. Basically. Okay, output shoot. We talked about this. This is did we? Is this somewhere here, by the way? We didn't even voted on it, I guess.
Exit indicators.
There we
go. Yeah.
Okay, we voted on it. Nobody thought it is important, even though it's meat. Okay.
Yeah. I definitely felt like with all the stuff we need to do, I wouldn't want to put in like new
features,
new systems. And,
yeah, true. Okay. Good. Then I would say let's wrap it up. And do we need any tasks here? Is there one where you have to, like this one? Do you have to make a sprint planning too?
Like at the very least, we just have to so goat planning bugs. So there was like problems with the construct slash deconstruct. There's the workbench issues, and then there's still I think mining and chopping have some issues to make these smaller. And then at the end of this, there should be an agents playtest, and then that kind of goes backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think again, like for crashes, it's we'll be doing testing, and then if you guys also test, and like find a crash or anything, just make a note somewhere and
so do like the error message.
Hmm?
The error message in the.
Oh yeah, that'd be perfect.
So
for the winds, I mean, this is kind of like second part of the planning, but do we have like a ambient noises system already?
Oh, okay.
No.
So
No.
I don't know if you kind of want to do this a bit more elaborate. But
definitely, I don't know about right now. I mean, like I think even through Fmod we can do like a lot of sort of stuff with it. But I think for now, like we can do like something super basic because we are gonna want like a larger ambient noise.
Yeah. So I think we can set up the system and then just the wind, I guess, just always playing for now.
Yeah.
Make it as simple as possible for now.
Okay, I think we don't need to, but like.
Yeah.
I don't know if with Fmod we have access to a lot of the ECS stuff, though. I don't know how's the integration for that.
Yeah, I would probably just do it as like a game object as a mono behavior. I don't think for like the ambient noise we really need anything.
Yeah, sure. We can check things in the mono behavior, just send it to Fmod. Okay. Yeah, for this I guess just add them.
Leon, it's okay if you're going to be the PO for this one?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Till for the next one, you?
Yep.
Okay. Same course for the recipes?
Yep.
Let's do it. Yep. Okay. I'll do the other ones here. Yeah. Who wants to police me here on the main menu, France?
All right. So.
Anyone?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Here, I can.
Yeah. Sure.
And a demo tutorial event. So maybe Till makes sense here.
Yeah.
So for this, do you also want to be the one to do it, or Tilo? Yeah.
Yes, I write this one.
Just write it, but we will implement it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what is the demo tutorial event specifically?
Oh, this is just basically a bunch of text which shows up in the event right at the beginning.
Okay.
And because we don't implement the tutorial yet, as we're still balancing the whole game. And yeah, so basically they see this text, they can read it, go like, hey, welcome to the demo. This is how it works. This is not working. This is working. So on, stuff like this. What you want to do is test out like the 3 pillars of the game. to do so, do these three things, and then yeah, hop on Discord and discuss with us for whatever reason you got the demo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so environment.
Yeah, that's basically for me here. So
Okay.
so that you guys show me again in how to set up a branch and then dive into these XML definitions for the recipes.
Okay, and I guess for this, it's just
Yeah. For some of these, I was even just thinking, just having like a shrimp story, and we just use these instead of making new ones.
sure. We can maybe even put them here.
Yeah.
Do we have the sound effects for the pulse rifle?
I had them once. I'll figure out where they are. There's a free version for some guy did like a free version for this pulse rifle sound effect thing. Yeah.
Okay, but I guess this one also needs another one, which is actually
That makes sense. Oopsie. Yeah.
and who wants to create the tutorial text?
I do.
Okay.
Someone.
Yeah, and this should be super easy. There's already like some placeholder that gets spawned in the beginning, I think.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. So how much do we have here? 22. Okay.
Oh yeah, we can delete this.
This is from last one. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, we haven't talked about the calendar. Is there? So I'll be gone on Wednesday next week. I'm driving to Bonn. Anybody?
I'll be
Yeah,
I'll be gone tomorrow and Friday. I'm going to this family vacation village thing. Yeah.
Interesting. Report, please. Center parks.
Kind of.
Kind of center parks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fun for the kids. For the
It's stress for the
adults,
parents.
not so much.
Okay. Oh, there's
yeah.
there's a thing which I mean, all on Tony's time here, right? There's this Holland Park up north of Berlin. Have you tried this? They have like
No.
a indoor climbing area. It's amazing.
I
Try it.
wouldn't try it if I heard bad things about it. I was there, and it's not worth it.
What? No, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. If you have like kids below 10 or something, it's amazing.
Yeah, I was there with my little nephew, and only if you have $100 in your wallet.
Sure. Yeah. There's some entrance. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Looks like a lot of slides. And they're the hot metal ones. The hot metal kind.
So do you have to pay individually for all those attractions?
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
Ah,
No. It's there's an indoor climbing area, and that's sufficient enough. Of course, there are like these slides, yeah, outside, but no, you don't have to do them. They're also they're like death traps, I think.
Completely, yeah. This one's so steep. Yeah,
Yes, it's amazing. Yeah, I'm wondering how they end up alive when they reach the bottom.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm glad we talked about this, so that there's some nuances to this park, I guess.
minor things. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Be
So
aware of.
I mean, we went from amazing to death traps pretty quickly. So.
Pretty fast. True. No, it's
It's
actually great.
children auto farm.
It's actually great. Yeah. Especially the indoor park. That's enough. What you need. You don't need anything else. And you can bring your own food, so you don't have to rely on their food, which is pretty expensive. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah, I have next Friday. It's a holiday in Portugal. I'm surprised it's not in
Again?
Germany as well.
Hold on, you're in Taiwan now. Why is this a thing in? You're in Taiwan.
Oh, okay. I'm only doing the holidays in Portugal.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, fair
I can
enough.
combine them, or maybe the German ones as well.
Well, you have the best of the worlds, right? German, the Portuguese, and the Taiwanese one.
But actually, you guys don't have this one. This is Good Friday.
Yeah, we have it as well. Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a
Wait.
German holiday as well.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
It's probably
Yeah,
not
we
a
may have
holiday
that
in
over here
US,
too.
is it?
I don't know if it is.
Mm.
Let me see.
Is
Probably
it?
not.
Yeah, Tilo.
Palmsonntag.
Friday is off for all the German staffers, I guess.
Really?
Oops.
God
Karfreitag.
dang Easter.
God damn it.
As well as the
Just
Monday.
right, everyone.
I hate to break the news to you, but the following Monday as well.
Yeah. Let's make it right now.
Oh, for me it's not. So,
Oh, really?
Well, you guys don't have the Monday off?
no.
So the Christian-
Oh yeah, because we don't move the holiday to the next Monday. Yeah.
No, we don't. It's just a Easter. It's called
It's
Easter
called
Monday.
Easter Monday.
Ah, okay.
You don't play. I mean, you don't have Eastern, right, in Taiwan?
No, but
No, but I'm like I only follow Portuguese holidays.
Okay.
I mean, it's that time of the year where I always watch this my favorite South Park episode, which is the Easter episode where they explain why there's a bunny on a
Oh, because
on
it's
a
so fruitful,
Catholic
right? So
holiday.
okay. Why is there we're on stream, but I mean, think about why is there a tree on Christmas?
Is that going to be a
Because this
truth?
kind of tree
Are you
doesn't.
dropping another truth bomb on us?
Because they hijacked another holiday. It was so people were celebrating solstice, right? And well, Christians just said, well, actually the same day Jesus was born, and kind of hijacked that holiday. You know, that's how it ended up being actually Jesus' birthday. Yeah, and why do I know that Jesus was born there? Because I got presents, like on my own birthday. So that was easy. Alrighty, good. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Awesome, good.
Tony, do you have this Monday off?
Nope.
Oh. Wow. Everyone except that.
Alrighty, cool. Good. Then, well, I'll be around it as well, I guess. Then, okay. Then we see each other tomorrow. Yeah. Refreshed, and for everybody else, let's go to work. And for Tony, good night.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
thanks
good
to
night.
everyone watching, tuning in on YouTube and here on Discord.
No, thanks.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Till, do you want to read that YouTube message? I don't know what it was, or is it like a long thing?
Oh, it's like this guy AJ. He did a great job of giving us feedback. I think there's some really good stuff in there. So if you have the time, just look at the comments when I published the YouTube stream recording. There's actually some pretty handy advice in there.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks for watching.
All right, bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.